Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Rashawn from Coffee Plans and Flip Flop Tans. It is mid-July. I am just now getting to taking apart and putting away all of my teacher supplies from the current school year. So first I'm going to start with my grade book. I use the Erin Condren Petite folio system for my grade book, and so it's easy to go back and forth to different places with me if I need to. Everything goes together, and I mean, come on, look at this awesome leopard pattern. Okay, so this is a vegan leather folio, so this comes off. Now, what I put in here is one of the, I don't know what they call this on the website, but it's like this plastic organizer. It has these slots in here, and usually, I can't even get my fingers in there right now, but usually during the school year, I'll have like different things in here. So this will fit like a business card, it'll fit other little cards, sometimes my union cards in there, but sticky note things. There's two other slots here, or I'm sorry, there's another slot here. So you have those three to put things in there that you need. And on the inside, it's this is the size for it. So I'm just using this washi card here to show you how that fits. So some of the things that can fit in here are like some sticky note tabs or these flags I put in here. I've used up most of the supplies that I would put in here for the school year. So that's just one example. Okay, so and this just slides through on the back behind the straps of the folio. So on the back of it, it has a flap here, and you can slide anything in here you need. Sometimes I'll have things like my seating chart. I'm not going to show, it's got some student names on it, so but you can slide your seating chart in here depending on, you know, the size of your paper, any other information you need. If you're using this for actual, you know, planning in your different planner, you could always put, you know, sticker kits, things like that in there. So sometimes it's empty and sometimes it has things in it. I just like to have it in here just in case I need something. In the back, I've also added on a pocket sticky, and that's probably not the exact name of it. Here we go. Here's one in the package. These are the adhesive corner pockets. They have 3M adhesive on the back, and I just put one on the back here so I can tuck anything inside that I need to do. So I use one of these Petite journals for the checklist pages, and one of these lasts me all year. As far as my grade book goes, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that out. Okay, an extra paper clip on there apparently got stuck. The second book I had in this is a dot grid notebook. I have torn the pages out that I used already, and if you tear the front pages out that you used, it is a sewn book, so you're gonna have to tear them out of the back too. But I still have plenty of this book to use, so I'm gonna leave it in here for next year. Okay, so each year I just replace my book. I do teach middle school, and I have around 80 students. It depends on the fluctuation of numbers in the school year, but you know, 80 to 100 students depending on the population at the time. And this does last me all year long. Now, I've had people ask, you know, how do you get all of the grades in there and whatever, but it works for me. Let's see, I'm gonna open it up to the middle. Slide this in like so. Okay, so that's in here ready for the next school year. I still have 2 more straps, so I still have room to put other things in here if I wanted to. And one of the things I was thinking about doing was like adding one of my perpetual calendars from the different Erin Condren life planners that come in, and so this one is actually already used. I'd have to get another one, but to show you as an example, I could just put this in the back, and then I would have the calendar in there. Okay, so I went through my drawers and found an empty one to show you. So these are the perpetual calendars that come in the back of the life planner. And so I can just open it up to here and put it in there. I will probably tighten these down a little bit. There we go. Pull that in a little bit so it's not falling out. And this is something that I can put specific dates or events or due dates or something, just to have it in my grade book, just in case. So how do I use this as a grade book? First, I usually make the label. This is what goes on all of the interactive notebooks in my classroom. It's different each year, but I will put it on the front. And so this is what I do. On the inside, I will use like the first few pages, one for each quarter, you know, first few pages here. And this is where I will just write myself notes of like when I updated grades and things like that. And I can show that to you because it doesn't have any personal information on it for students or anything. So it's just to remind myself, yes, I updated grades this date. This seems like a necessary step, but there have been times where I've answered parent emails and they've asked me when was the last time grades were updated, or letting me know they haven't received a progress report, and I can let them know when I sent them out electronically. And sometimes our administration asks how many times a week we update and things. Sometimes I don't remember to write it all down, but I did my best. You can see in quarter 4, I really did not do much. So I just leave those available there for me to have some notes. Okay. So then after I have those pages, then I will start with the grades. What I do is I'll put like whatever periods I have. So like say this period 2, period 3, period 4, period 5, I'll put them up here in this box. And then I usually use each one of these pages for a week. So that way I put the assignment here, and then I will put the students' names here, and I'll put what they're worth here. So what I can do to show that to you, we'll go ahead and use purple today. So I will put the class name here. Okay, and then I'll put the assignments across here. And then I will put the total points available in these boxes here. And then here I'll have student names. Okay, and I usually skip one line here. And then here is where I'll enter the grades. And so I won't enter the grades, like say if the total points is 10, I won't put like, you know, 8 out of 10. That's just, there's not a whole lot of room in the boxes. So I won't do that. What I will do, however, is I will put, you know, so 8, 9, and 8, and 10, and 6, and 7, and 8, 10, you know, however their grades go down. So, because this is what goes in the grade book. I already know it's out of 10. So there is just no point in me doing the little slash thing here and trying to go 9 out of 10, and 8 out of 10, and 10 out of 10, and 6 out of 10. It just takes up so much room and it's really hard to see. So I just put the numbers here. So this would be 1 week of that class. And so I'll have, you know, like period 2 and period 3, and then period 4, period 5, whatever it ends up being that year. And then when that week is done, all of those go into the grade book, and then I just turn the page and I will paper clip it, and then I'll start again. As far as the names go, I was making the name labels on a Word document and printing them out on sticker paper and putting them in. That works. You can also write the names in. So I don't mind writing them in each week. Sometimes these papers won't even go a full week. You know, I won't have that many assignments for the week that are going to the grade book. So I'll just draw a line like so if it's going into the next week, and then, you know, I still have the names. So anyway, that's just a very messy way of me showing you what I do with how I use the book. Okay, so I got a little bit creative, and here is my my grade book from last year, and I just covered up some of the names here so that you can see what I was talking about. So I have the class period here, I have the name of the assignment, the total points of the assignment, and then I usually leave this gap right here so it doesn't blend all together. Let's see if I can bring this in for you so you can see that better. Okay, on this class here, I ended up getting a new student that was at the top of the, you know, ordering of names as far as the grade book went, so I went ahead and used that space. So that's why I drew that line there. But here you can see I put the total points in, and then I put what they earned out of those total points. Once it's highlighted, that tells me that I put it in the digital grade book. Once I have all of the grades have been in, I don't have any missing assignments, I then highlight the actual name. So that's another visual cue to me that that assignment is complete. I don't need to follow up with any of the students. Everybody has it turned in. Some other things I use, I have dots. So every time I'm grading assignments and I go through and that assignment for that student is missing, I'll put 1 dot. And then each time that student is, you know, reminded to turn in the assignment, or it's like a missing work day or whatever, and I've gone through and I've checked for a missing work on that assignment again, I'll put in another dot. And that dot also means that a comment was also made in the digital grade book, and I have spoken to the student about the missing assignment. So this tells me that this student here was had a conference with me 3 times about this missing project. If it's left blank, they didn't turn it in. At this point, I won't continue to make any marks in this paper book. All of my documentation on what's going on with that assignment, whether modifications were made, extensions given, maybe a alternate assignment was given to show proficiency with for that assignment. That's all put in the digital grade book. But this is my my scratch paper, for lack of better terms. So like here on this student for this assignment, I spoke to them twice, maybe did some reteaching before they finally turned in this station. So yeah, that's how I do it. As far as how much room I had left for 4 quarters, I still have, this doesn't want to close with this thing on it. I'm gonna pull it off. There we go. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24 checklists left in this book. So I definitely had plenty of room for an entire year in one grade book. I picked up a bunch of these during the warehouse sale last year, so that I have them just because I know I really like using them. Okay. All right, I'm gonna zoom you back out. So that is how I set up my grade book for the year as far as my paper copy of the grade book. And then this goes with me everywhere. If I do actually bring grading home, it comes home with me. I don't really do that a whole lot, but if it needs to, it can come home with me. It sits on my desk. It goes easily in desk drawer. It goes easily in my work bag. So yeah, that is how I set up my grade book. I do believe that these are still on the website if you would like to check out Erin Condren and try the system for yourself. I do have an affiliate link, and you can click on the description box below and use that link to look at any of the teacher items for on the website. There's some amazing things out there to use this year. All right, well, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.